We are live. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. All of you wonderful new subscribers who decided to follow along this epic journey of mine and let me torture your eardrums for the next year. And all of you returning subscribers, thank you so much for continuing to follow along. I'm going to get to comments here in a bit. Been an interesting morning. The homemade fretboard study guide note card came back into effect. We'll get into that in just a sec. And for all of you who are brand new, and this is your first video, we are day 32 of 365 days of guitar practice in a row, not stopping. And for all of you not old subscribers, your previous subscribers, if you notice me looking over to the right, I'm experimenting with a new camera. It's an old camera. We'll see how it goes. It burns through batteries like nobody's business, but that's all right. We're gonna make it happen. Get to comments here in a bit. I'm in this chord purgatory, which is now blossoming in to some other stuff that I'm expanding on, figuring out. I don't know, it's all good. But first, you know the deal. We're gonna be sitting down tonight, brutal day. My left hand is beat up to no end. I'm also a little bit different garb. Had a bit of a wardrobe malfunction at work. So I was soaked, water all the way into my boots. So I'm not gonna sit here with wet boots and wet pants. So we're doing shorts and the rest is gonna be just fine. Yeah, left hand, hold on to a power wash for over 6 hours, straight, no breaks. Left hand is brutally beat up. But we're gonna make it happen. Make it happen. All right, so first things first, intro, clean. And we are on the PV Valveking 100 Mark II. Might have to tone this down just a little bit. This morning my very end was doing some louder chord work. I bet my neighbors love me. It's not too bad. It's not too shabby. All right, so first things first. Something felt weird. Didn't have my stand. Isn't that kind of crazy? You practice every day and just something as little as that, you're like, oh, something's off. Let's continue. I love the Tele. That's all right. We're gonna get back to this in just a sec. First things, get some comments, loads more comments, which is awesome. Love all the comments. And for those of you who are brand new, how this normally rolls is we do a little quick shout out, hello, 32 days at 365 days, intro song, and then comment. So if you decide to leave a comment, I will address it in the next video every single day. I promise. All right, so. Ooh! Oh, my glasses broke this morning. Shit. All right, this is gonna be brutal. All right, no worries. We're gonna make it happen. Damn, they're in the truck. I'm not running out the truck. I have one spare pair that's in the truck. Shit. Oh. Well, all right. Is there a way to make? Oh boy, it's gonna be rough. This is gonna be hella rough. All right. We're gonna get back far enough. Here we go. I can sort of make out some of these. Ugh, it's gonna be rough. Yikes. Oh well. Hold on, where do we gotta go? All right, at Papa Porky, gotta bear with me folks, I ain't got my glasses on. My apologies, I totally forgot my spare pair in the truck. For those of you who have glasses, you know that struggle's real. At papaporky.l.c2061, typically Strat-style bodies are routed to fit humbuckers. You can probably get away with buying a pick guard that has the humbucker hole. Also, awesome video, man. Keep it up. Oh, thanks, brother. Let's see here. Let's see where we go. That was for day 29 video. There we go. At IROC5150, if I see great progress by Christmas, I can gift myself a brand new guitar. Brother, you can always gift yourself a guitar whenever you want. However, I am all about delayed gratification. So, if you are dangling your carrot for yourself for Christmas, practice every day. I'm practicing every day, and we're going to go through all the holidays. We're going to have some fun shit going on here. So, it's going to be fine. So, absolutely. And then the cool part about waiting till Christmas, right? You get a shop and collect a hoard portfolio of guitars and all kinds of cool shit that you want. So absolutely do that. You have J. Will's blessing. Not that you need it, but we're being goofy tonight. Lots of sun and a little dehydrated. At Roger Tinker 1813, welcome back, brother. A guy I played bass with in the 90s used a PV Bandit, I think 60 watts every gig. I played with him. He used that amp, and he still gigs with it today, but I don't. This is a 100-watt Valveking. This is not a 90s amp. It's not that old. This guy bought this in 2010. These things were discontinued around 2012 or 2014. Correct me if I'm wrong. But this is not, and he has not a lot of time on it. So this actually is a modern-day amp. I just don't think they make it that style anymore, but we're going to get into how much more cool shit I found on that. More so just the resonance and some other knobs. I don't know what the hell they are, but they make it sound cool, and that's really all that matters. At some guy you don't know, another thought on playing chords is don't just keep doing what... hold on. Another thought on playing chords is don't just keep doing what you feel. That's never the wrong way to go. You get to it when you get to it. Thanks, brother. That's a good motivator to not beat the shit out of myself for not getting chords right. I have a tendency to do that and get frustrated. If you play for a year and never bother with chords, but that keeps it fun, that's 100% legitimate. I don't care how you get there. I just like to see you keep after it every day. Cheers. Hell yeah. There's been some frustrations for sure. The last 2 mornings have been pretty epic, though. I'm not going to lie. I just wish my hands felt a little better. Ooh, man, just, doing some favors for some customers. I usually don't do power washing and stuff like that, but man, 6.5 hours of power washing, literally non-stop, left hand, right hand, right hand. Wow, just gets beat up. At Signardi 9457, hey, welcome back. Nick, I think it is. 1/12 of the way there. I know. I can totally see you writing some bangers by the end of this journey. Clean intro, flowed along really nice. Have a good week, man. Thanks, brother, and thanks. Yeah, dude, this whole, you know what? I'm kind of liking the whole clean channel thing. Who knew? And I was fiddling last night while the old YouTube was uploading with chord work, but really different kind. I don't even know if it's chord work, to be honest. I'm just putting my fingers around on the fucking fretboard and just doing shit until it sounds cool. And once it sounds cool, I hit record on the camera and just keep doing that. And I love it. So it works. Not the traditional path by any means. At Nicky Rock 1962, hey, what's up, Tom? Welcome back, brother. Might I suggest you learn all the notes on the low E string, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, and play the scales focusing on the root you're playing from. Example, standard E tuning. Hold on one sec, I gotta hit the read more button. At the 5th fret, low E string, pentatonic minor box. I'm just gonna speed read. If you play the 6th string, tune down to E flat, push everything up 1 fret to be A. A cool thing is you can move everything together and start from wherever you like. 3rd fret, key of G, 10th fret. So I have an interest, I'm just pause for a moment. So, and we're gonna go through this tonight. For those of you who are super new or brand new subscribers, so I'm a contractor. I'm not in front of a computer. I do have my phone with me periodically throughout the day. But I needed I needed note cards to learn the fretboard. So I've been back learning my fretboard. Bro, I don't know if my house is bugged, but this morning was the first morning I went back to fretboard study work. So, and I'm going to go through it tonight on, maybe even Miss Jackson might come out tonight. I keep saying that. Then I get sidetracked and then whatever. So hold on, let me finish out this comment. A cool thing is you can move everything together and start from wherever you like. 3rd fret, key of G, 10th fret, key of D. It all works together, so it's not an E flat pentatonic scale per se. It's a pentatonic scale, and you're applying it to whatever, that makes sense, to wherever you are in the keyboard. Keep up the progress, and can we see you play different guitars, kind of bounce around through the collection? Hell yeah, I'm gonna bounce around. I just kind of get stuck in a groove sometimes. Honestly, the energy gets a little low, and I forget, to be honest. I'm just like, all right, cool, where we at? Rock on, Jay. Thanks, brother. I appreciate that, John. That's awesome. All right, and one more. At Blame Full Broom 4242. There we go. I've come to join you, buddy. I have a Schecter Omen Elite. Oh, very nice, very nice. I also love the FMT Tele. Yeah, it's a badass guitar. This thing sounds amazing, and the Chord. I don't even call them chords. I'm just gonna call them J Will's chords. They're not mine, but I'm just making shit up until it sounds cool, and it sounds cool to me, and that's really all that matters. So, all right, I think I got all the comments. In the event that I missed anyone's comments, I don't think I did, but sometimes the YouTube thing, I had one person that said that I deleted a comment, and I lost their comment, and I felt hell bad. So, if I missed you, I don't think I did. It's not intentional. I am not a YouTube genius or whatever. I'm very, very new to all this. Okay, so check this out. This morning, and I know some of you are going to be like, I got to check the old camera and make sure. All right, that one's cool. That one's cool. I'm burning through batteries. Yep, I figured so. That's why that thing went in the closet in the first place. Just burning through batteries. Like, it's a good vlogging camera for whatever. I'm like, yeah, but it burns through batteries like nobody's business. I was like, that's kind of lame. Anyway, so this morning, we'll just knock this out right now because this is pretty cool. I know it's fundamental stuff. We'll call this part of the practice. So, yeah. That struggle's real too. Getting used to tube amps. So, I have a 6-string guitar. That's pretty obvious. And I had to come up with some different my own little acronyms to like learn this. I have the board, my little study card, which is basically a piece of pine. This is a real piece of wood that I routed the edges of. I put steel, just staples, but frets, individual frets, all the way down, 12 frets. I wood burned in all of the notes so I could take this to work and have it in my truck or laying around somewhere on something that I can, it looks like it belongs to the job site. So, anywho, I'm going to keep this as a reference just in case. However, E string, E, this is, again, this is going to be, for those of you who already know all this stuff, you can just mute it now, it's fine. But this is how I'm learning this, and I'm kind of excited about it because this morning was the first time that I'm like, oh, I can, gotcha. So, E, F, okay? Everyone knows that, E, F, because F that. E and F are together, so F that. That's my little mental thing. And B and C are together because they're just because. So I went through this morning multiple times until I got it well like 80%. E, F, G, A, B, because C, D, E. Check that out. And now I know it lands on the 12, and I knew that. But it's just cool to put it into practice, you know? And then you can, you're at E, and then you go D. Oh, hold on. Yeah. E, oh, F. My bad. E, F. It's a work in progress. Okay? And you just keep moving it down to G, A, B, and then you eventually run out of frets, basically. So, and then go on A. Can't go the top one because that's A sharp, but B, because D, E, F, because F that, G, and then back to A. So, yes, it's a bit boring, but if you don't know these things, for me, I was like, woohoo! I figured something out, or at least was able to figure it out and keep going. So then we got E, A, D. So D, that's not the top one. E, F, G, A, B, because C, D. And then of course you can just keep it on going. There's actually really cool, I hit the gain on the amp this morning and was just fiddling around with this, just with the gain, because you gotta have some fun with your scales or learning stuff. And that's one way to do it. Makes it kind of fun. So, and then come over to our wonderful G string. Again, you can't, top one sounds weird because it's sharp, right? A, B, because, C, D, E, F that, right? F, G. I know it's very basic. This is super basic. For those of you who've been playing for years, it's like, eye roll. I get it. But it's exciting to me, and that's why we're here. And then you drop it down to the B string. Again, top one, it's the sharp. No, actually, no. Hold on. I'm going to use my cheat sheet. Yeah, so B, because, C, D, E, F that, F, G, A, B, ta-da! I just think that's cool. I know, total beginner like excitement, but I think it's cool. And then back to E string. E, F that, okay. G, A, B, C, because, almost forgot there, D, E. And this actually gets kind of cool down here. F, G, A, B, C. I can't hit a C that high. I know, it's kind of cool. So yeah, that's some of my rudimentary stuff for the morning. And that is a breakthrough for me because now I can think about it during the day when I'm doing monotonous shit that's monotonous. Headphones go on. I've been in this jazz rabbit hole lately. Well, tenor sax rabbit hole. Stan Getz, look him up. Amazing tenor. Stan Getz, John Coltrane, and Kenny G were my 3 sax players that I idolized when I played sax back in the day. If you even remotely like jazz or anything that just will melt it just puts your brain into the ethereum almost instantly, no matter what you're doing. You're just like, oh, that's so nice. It'd be really cool to be able to play jazz guitar too. Okay, enough rambling. So, chord stuff that sounds cool. Check this out. Now, I'm sure I will figure out what these are eventually, but this guitar with some of the settings and has this like, oh, you're probably wondering, hey, where'd the pick go? This morning, I was doodling along, and for whatever reason, I either put it down or something. I don't know, the pick fell, and I'm just like, and I was tired. I'm like, you know, you can stay down there. That's fine. And I just started using my fingers, and that sounds cool. Check this out. Which, again, those of you who play with your fingers are going to know this. But, and this Tele, yeah, it's awesome. I don't know about you. I think that sounds super cool. And now I'm going to try to figure out how to do more of this with this hand because that's awesome. So, chords, who knew? And clean. Oops. I just think that's super cool how this thing just makes that sound. Okay. Back to what? We're going to get back some pedal work today. It's been a little bit since we did the gain thing. How's that camera? That camera's battery is just dying and going south. You know what? Piss off. Okay. Hopefully this works. I hooked it up right as I left for work. So we got pedals back hooked up again. Got the PackRat, tuner pedal of course. 2 different power supplies, running to it each. No daisy chain, because that was just epic fail on a couple of videos ago. Let's take a look at what... God, I hope this sounds good. I really hope this sounds good. Okay. So, clean. I don't know, we're like 2 on the old amp. And I've got pretty much everything's at noon-ish. So this PackRat has 9 settings. We're going to go through all of them and see what they sound like. Or maybe if we land on one that sounds cool, we'll probably just hang there for a bit. Alright, that's not bad. It's kind of got a muffle. I don't call it muffly, but it's kind of like a low, right low. That's cool. What's the next one do? Fuck yeah. Ooh, that's just like fucking growling. Holy shit balls. Alright. I need to take a picture of that. Fuck, what is that? Alright. That's a good setting. Oh man. Yeah. That's badass. Holy shit balls. Yeah, I'm on camera. I gotta remember. I'm still filming. Fuck. Okay, what's this one? That's the... Oh, volume. There we go. Alright, I can know that. Hold on, I'm getting excited. Almost did that. Hold on, I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get that shit. Hold on. Yes, that makes me... All right, full disclosure, if you're still listening, I have goosebumps on both my arms, and music, absolutely, when it bubbles out like that from your soul, makes you giddy. I don't care how old you are or what age you are. It doesn't matter. Wow. Holy shit. Okay. Next one. A little mellower. Man, those are two hot settings. I love that shit. Oh, man. The Terminator or Miss Jackson. You know what? Fuck that. We gotta go back. We gotta go back to that loud. Oh, dude. Yep. Alrighty. Yep, pedals are back, and I don't think I think the PackRat is cool. Wow. All I gotta say is wow. Damn. I still have goosebumps. Who knew? Hold on. You gotta tighten up there. Here we go. And Miss Jackson. Sorry, Miss Jackson. Who? Oh, yeah. Oh, and if you're brand new, and you're still listening, you wonderful guitar-loving saint that you are, and all my subs, this is my 7-string Jeff Loomis Jackson guitar. Oh, yeah, the strap. Oh. I bought some quick disconnects so I could steal the 5-string bass strap, which has quick disconnects on it, and put them over here. Or swap the strap out. Anyway. Oh, what does Daddy have in store? Oh, epic fail. What? Come on, girl. What's that? What? Oh, my God. That struggle's real. Always forget about the standby function. That is not near as loud. Why is that not as loud? That's crazy. Huh. You know what? I bet this switch is being funky again. $1,500 guitar, funky ass switch. And apparently can't return because it was discounted a couple $100. Yeah, so you got to switch it up and then flip it back again. You would think that an expensive, well, I think it's expensive. $1,500 for a guitar is expensive to me. I mean, relatively. You know, I do need to do my due diligence and actually see if this thing's in tune. I have not played this in a minute. Good enough. Interesting how it sounds so much different than the Tele, right? Let's try another one. Let's go the one before. There we go. That sounds amazing. Holy shit. was so much fun. So much fun. And whichever sub was talking about getting a 7-string, you are going to love it if you don't have it already. Oh my goodness, yeah, we're going to have a lot of fun with this. Holy shit. So good. Okay. All right. The PackRat pedal. 2 thumbs up. 2 Siskel and Ebert thumbs up. I don't even know if that's around. Well, it's not around because those dudes. That was on when I was a kid. All right. What? I can't even read any of those settings, but it is what it is. What's this sound? Ah, interesting. Wow. Fucking switch. There we go. Anyway, that's a lot quieter, like substantially. Let's turn the volume up. It's kind of, I don't know, I'm undecided on that one. So it's a little quiet. It's a little muddy. That's pretty damn cool. Let's see where the time's at. We can just waste ourselves away into the Ethereum. Holy cow, we're past 30 minutes. All right. Well, mission accomplished this evening. Day 32 in the books. Oh, yeah. So, PackRat, welcome to the family. Finally. Turn that off. All right. Oh, man. Yeah, this is going to be a late night. I got a Dr. Pepper here. Yeah, we're going to be uploading to YouTubers. And we're going to be jamming. Mwah. God, love that guitar. Yes, I get a little bit goofy around certain things, but it's all right. So, if any of you wonderful souls are still listening, thank you. And I think, peace, see you tomorrow.